going on, everyone? I thought I'd just jump on here and share that I'll be starting a podcast soon. Something I wanted to do for a long time, so I finally decided to just do it. Got a couple episodes recorded, so that's the stuff you'll be seeing me post a lot more about. So yeah, basically I want to chat with people smarter than me, people who have some stories to share from all spaces like sports, business, music, anything really for the culture. Hoping it'll lead me to, still quite new to like speaking in front of the camera, putting myself out there, but it's something that I've struggled doing for a long time, so I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to do it and we'll see how we go. Hope you enjoy the content. See you soon. I did forget to talk about the name. It sounds like a bit of a piss take, but it's the Notorious Experience, playing a little bit on Joe Rogan Experience. But yeah, Notorious Nabs is a nickname that I used to have in high school. Really confident time in my life. As most of my friends know, as a diehard supporter of Connor before he fell off the rails and when he was on the come up. So yeah, I thought I'd run with that name, a little bit of alliteration with Notorious Nabs, and we'll see how we go.
What's his name?
Officially live on the first episode, the Notorious Experience. Brandon Wakeham here. Had to get in, call in the favors for the first episode, get in one of the boys, one of my best mates. We'll start off with, remember the nickname Notorious?
Oh.
It was like 15, 16, when did Conor McGregor first start fighting?
Yeah, and you thought you're his biggest fan?
I used to fight like him too.
You used to try to fight all the boys?
I remember the Basel Broncos semi-final versus St. John's at Moorbank. I was on in the pub. McGregor DS2, that was hectic. I remember in the try line and he dropped him. They just scored on us.
Were you looking at the pub?
Oh, yeah. And what's
during the game?
And Josh got angry. I was like, fuck, he just dropped him. Anyways, first episode here, the Notorious Experience. Thought I'd get you in, start off a new journey and whatnot. So we'll start off with how do we meet? We met Christian and your brother Christian, my brother Ali, best friends through footy. And then we played, I think I met you like through Adam and that Sydney Southwest. And
Is that where we played at, was it Greenacre?
Yeah.
Is it that one? The Greenacre Tigers home ground where the competition was?
And I think it was like raining or something,
Yeah.
You met Sydney Southwest, I didn't. In year 5, I met in year 6.
That's when thought Sydney Southwest was like the best thing. If you made Sydney Southwest, you're going to make it.
I know hard. How many people that made Sydney Southwest in NRL? Crazy,
Yeah.
And then through footy and school for the boys. So anyway, I wanted to get you on, start off the podcast, talk about footy, what you've been through, what you're into out of footy and all that sort of stuff. So we'll start off with, early life. Grew up in Chester Hill, born and raised Sydney Southwest.
That's the one.
Full of HKs.
Full of soldiers out there.
Chester Hill North or Chester Hill Public School?
Chester Hill North. Hill North, yeah.
And then after that, Westfields.
Yeah, went to Westfields Year 7, tried out, got into the footy program. Thought it was the best thing ever, trying out. My brother went there.
Everyone went there.
Heaps of friends were trying out to go there. So.
Westfields Bass, good old rivalry.
No rivalry there. When Westfields always wins, mate. There's no
they beat you. I was in year 7. I didn't play. I was ball boy.
Yeah,
I think you missed the kick at Cabra. As Buckley Shield, you were younger. I remember Kaitak, Bilal.
Chased down Bill Benjamin.
Bill Benjamin, yeah. He made a break, Bilal chased him down. Wow, what a game. I think we won by like 2 points.
That was probably the last game you guys won since, even to today.
Against Westfield, that's the only game I think we beat you that I remember.
Yeah, I know.
Well, what was it like there? Like, obviously, I hung out with us at Bass a lot of our boys, but were the boys close there?
Yeah, the boys were like, I'll say they're close during school, but once it got out, like once school hours finished, no one. There was a few people that hung out
Like small
here and
groups.
there. Yeah, small groups, but because so many people came from different areas, there's people from like
True.
out Penrith Ways, Campbelltown, and the sort of local Fairfield area.
True.
It was probably a bit hard for everyone to meet up at a young age and stuff. A bit different to the Bass boys where you just
All close, eh?
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
know why.
hectic
It's like
the way yous were.
all play footy.
Everyone was close.
Play footy at school, hang out of school. Everyone's tight
Don't
as.
go to school. Bass Plaza to the spot.
Urge is
into the
a worse, like
warehouse.
Fairfield Plaza. We won't get into that. But yeah, what do you reckon the program's like? Because obviously we beat you and we didn't have a footy program, but you just get to, how often do you just train a week?
So I think year 7 to year 9, you train probably three or four times.
Full serious, like professional?
Yeah, it's full serious. So they've got like these three coaches there that we had, Bulos, Wiggs, four actually, Wayno and Halsey. So they've all been in like NRL clubs before.
Yeah.
Some of them are still in NRL clubs now. So they make a full-on program, professional. It's nothing that like I've done before that. I went to Westfields that
like
I've done before, you know.
Yeah,
everything's new. The gym.
That's why you guys are so far ahead of everyone.
Yeah, just because the skill level and the stuff that they taught us there was what you needed during the game. Like the first like month
it's not like
training,
club coaching,
they just teach you how to pass.
Yeah, it's not like club coaching where you just do like freaking fitness and ball work. You actually learn how to play footy.
Yeah, so at school we didn't even do fitness at school.
Is that like in your own time?
Because we still had club training to do where we do fitness there and then club games. So they don't want to, train us too much just coming into it. So it's more skills and learning the game more, yes.
Yeah. And you can tell when you just freaking play. Hardest team to beat.
I reckon, without like the school coaching, I think heaps of the boys that have made it from our school probably don't make it without the school coaching.
Who did you just come up? You just won the GIA.
Yeah, so we're our 2016 year group. So
that's you,
we're the first
12?
ones. Yeah, me and year 12. We're the first ones to win that championship or cup,
for
whatever you
Westfields.
call it, for Westfields. Yeah.
Seriously.
First and only. So, and then they went back the next year, went to the, but they got beat by the same school that we beat. So
team was stacked, eh?
Our team or their team?
Your team, but it was both stacked. I know they had Payne Haas and who else?
They had Payne Haas, Mosese Fodawika, Tanner Boyd, Connolly Lamulu.
Fafita or nah?
David Fafita as well.
Seriously.
Forget him. They were pretty stacked. They were massive.
But then
I think they scored 2 tries within like 10 minutes. I thought, that's it, we're finished. Yeah, Payne Haas went straight through the middle, untouched, scored a try. I thought,
we just had you, Stefano, Dury.
Stefano didn't play. He might have been injured or he was just a bit young then, because I was still young.
When you won it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's my age.
But at that time, but our school team, like we had heaps of guns, like at that time for our age, they were playing. And we all played together since year 7, so we all had a pretty good bond. We were all going to school together every day, so I think that helped.
Crazy,
but the coaching as well.
Crazy, I think like that's like the pinnacle of footy. Was like the very start of like a long journey. And then
that last year was the funnest footy I've played though.
That year?
Yeah, that year
One
in
of
school
them.
and out of school was good. That was
What was out of
the
school?
team we had at Bass Broncos.
I was about to say, is it one of them Vessel Broncos? Was that 2000?
Oh,
Yeah, it was, because I was going to say that
yeah,
was 17. So
because
I was 16. We were
yeah,
17.
I was 17. Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually going to move on to that. Why did you like come play with us? For anyone that doesn't know, Vessel Broncos is our club team in the, what is it, Sydney Combined, full of, so our team's made up of people from Bass High School and then Brandon, and then a couple other boys. We go to training Tuesday, Thursday. Touch is Tuesday. Well, it's fitness Tuesday and Thursday's touch.
What fitness?
We got 3
5
fitness
boys rocking
sessions,
up to
the whole
training.
thing. Our coach, we all thought was like on the run from jail or something.
Yeah.
Play touch
Big
Tuesday,
Sam,
ball
was
work
it?
Thursday. Everyone comes 10 minutes before kickoff. Played on Sundays, eh? So party Saturday,
Yeah.
turn up Sunday. Half the team having cigarettes at halftime. Why did you even like play with us? Because you could have played
because
New South
yeah.
Wales Cup or 20s or whatever.
So I knew that was going to be sort of my last year of club footy.
Yeah.
So I didn't really want it to be too serious. I wanted just to like go because I was close. I was more close with all you boys from Bath because I was hanging out with you after school and whatever. So I wanted to like play at a club that wasn't so serious. And because we just finished SG Ball, like whoever is running that sort of junior program at Bulldogs at the time, they try to keep like all the doggies boys together.
Yeah.
So that's why all of them moved to St. John's.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to go there and sort of like do the whole SG Ball structured footy again. I
That
just
was
wanted
serious,
to,
eh?
yeah, it was like playing SG Ball again, but at club footy where every tackle was calculated, every play you had to do this, every play had to be a certain play, but I didn't want to do that. Plus, it was a bit too far.
I don't know.
It was just down the road.
Our team was actually gun, eh? Like we play touch, but I don't know. We rock up. Everyone's like playing. Everyone's best friends with each other, all hanging out after the game, after training. So we're all playing hard. Like if anything happens, all the boys jump in, and it's like everyone's just playing for each other. I don't know. We're just so gun.
We weren't nowhere near the best, like skilled
on
or
paper. No,
on paper. Like
half of us
no
never
one even
played.
knows.
I never played reps. Andy never played reps. Half of us never played reps, but I don't know.
Yeah, half the time you didn't even know if they're going to rock up to the game or to training. Some of them are in and out of juvie.
Getting Manush on the way.
having cigarettes in the morning. People rocking up, no sleep from the partying the night before, but we still made it to the grand final, I guess.
Yeah, hard. Just fell short.
What about some of the times we didn't even have enough players to take the field? There's like only 8 players or 9 players, and we still had to play.
Played all right too.
That was funny.
We got pumped a few games because of that, but all worked out well. How important do you reckon it is to actually like enjoy playing footy like that instead of going to St. John's and being like serious for just club footy?
I think probably everyone plays their best footy when they're happy off the field, happy at home. So I reckon if you're not enjoying it, then find a way to enjoy it. Change teams if you have to.
Sure.
Sort of don't lock yourself down.
For those that don't know, that team was actually, I think, one of the greatest halves combination.
Wasn't it?
Me at 7 steering the ship and Brandon following my lead. But
you played every position that year, I think, but
run it straight off the kickoff. A little special. Remember that one?
Oh,
that was fun.
That was hectic.
I don't know. There's something about like playing with the boys and having fun. Like you just play free, eh? Like, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And it just makes everything fun.
We had no structure at all. We just throw it around as like old-fashioned hands.
A few
across
drive
the
outs
field.
and that.
A few bass high calls, and get us over the line, huh? Johnny
talking about
Wilson.
that, how like everyone's partying and juving that. You come from like, obviously, Westfields, a lot of people like to party there. Everyone's having fun. Not too many of us taking footy as serious because we don't realize, how big of an opportunity there is. But how hard is it growing up in that environment to like stay disciplined and not go off the tracks too much and keep the clear goal in sight?
It is very hard. I was going off the tracks as well, but at the time, once you're in it, you probably don't realize what you're doing at the time, and it probably takes a few things in your life to sort of to think about what you're doing and what you really want to do in life. But at the same time, I was having the best fun.
Yeah, you got to be young as well.
Yeah, it was sort of like at that time, sort of footy was a bit like second, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was trying to just enjoy the time with all you lads, with the boys.
What
After
clicked
school
then?
on the weekends.
What do you reckon clicked? Was there a point where you're like, fuck, I got to kick back a bit and focus on, I want a career in footy, obviously?
Yeah, I probably just getting in trouble off the field a few times. I don't want to talk about.
Get into that. Yeah.
Yeah, but getting in trouble and then probably just lucky I had supportive parents, and then seeing the effect that it had on them when they were sort of upset, it sort of makes you realize.
I'll shout out your little
what
rock
you're
downstairs, Madeline.
Yeah, her as well. She's lucky she stuck by me the whole time because she could have easily pissed me off with the things that I was doing. But yeah, she brought me sort of out of what I was doing, and sort of had to get away from the people that I was hanging out with. Not cut them off entirely, but just pick and choose which times to hang out with them. To not put yourself in certain situations.
Because bro, we had some like growing up, there's some freaking cracker players, like some of the best players I've ever seen, but they fall to the circumstances they're in, or they get into a bit of trouble and things don't go their way, and it's too hard to come back from. That's crazy. How much talent's out there.
Like when I was younger, and then I used to hear people like sort of my brother's age or a bit older, like nothing ever happened. They sort of went off track and they were the gun players, and you think, oh, how does that happen? But then once I start getting older, and then it's happening to your close mates or the boys that you hang around, and you sort of see how easily you can fall down the trap, especially growing up where we grew up. There's a lot of influences.
Party and smoking, and that's so normal, and drinking so normal at such a young age. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. Moving on from club footy and that, for those who don't know, Brandon's actually Lebanese, half Lebanese and half Fijian. Played for Fiji, which is like a dog act to half of your Lebo mates and the Lebo culture that you love to take on with your charcoal barbecues and whatnot. So there was a year, 2019, he's played 3 matches. What was that like, going through the Fijian system and being in camp with the boys in that?
That again was the best 3 camps I ever had.
So was it 3 separate camps?
Yeah. So there was 2 camps. One camp for the Lebanon game was in mid-year, and then we had another camp at the end of the year in New Zealand where it was like the Oceania Cup or whatever it was.
Where you scored that year you scored 3 tries, 16 goals, got the Golden Boot nominee for the best international player of the year. So was that for all 3 of those games?
I think that was just for the Oceania Cup at the end.
Oh, yeah.
So I think they only done it for that end camp. But sort of hearing the stories from the Fijian boys that have played the World Cup and stuff.
And you're 20 years old.
It is, and
you're 20 years old at the time, so you'd be a young one, eh?
I was I think there might have been
2019.
one younger than me that was in the camp. But yeah, hearing the stories of how good it is and how much it sort of like changes your life, and seeing how everyone breaks down what they've gone through and stuff during the Fijian camp is it's crazy. So yeah, like I hate to leave it. I never want to leave the camp.
Fun. Was it just like
Yeah, it's
mucking
fun.
around, or just or he's learning
Yeah,
about Fijian culture?
you know, like all the Fijians you hang out with, like on the street, how they
Oh,
muck around every time you make a
Isaac.
laugh, like Isaac. Um,
Yeah.
it's just funny. It's
Just
like we're
being
not even
around
there
them.
for a camp. Yeah, it's like it's a comedy show every day.
Yeah.
It's just the boys are always just putting shit on each other, teasing each other, playing card games.
Yeah.
Um, just fun. But and then like we have like prayers and stuff. There's like a pastor that comes into every camp,
Hmm.
teaches us about like the Bible and stuff.
Get in touch
And
with the
then
Fijian culture, eh?
yeah, I try to. It's a bit hard, and then you try to like learn some words and stuff. But you learn them while you're there, then you
Body.
sort of forget about it.
The only word Isaac taught me.
Yeah, that's all you need to know, anyways. That's all they call each other.
Well, that's
But
hectic.
it's crazy. Like you see some of the boys, they're crying when they're telling their stories, because there's a few boys that come from like the villages in Fiji to come that leave their family over there
Yeah.
that struggle. So like they tell
That's
their
mad.
story, and it sort of makes you want to play for them even more
Yeah.
when they're just um, when they tell you things like that. So I think that's why we've been pretty good
He's played pretty well that
lately,
year,
and
eh?
yeah,
He's done good
we won
since.
all 3 games as well.
Yeah. That's mad.
Um,
Just get
it
on
was
the
pretty
cover.
good. Yeah. So the coach at the time was Brandon Costin. So he didn't let us drink during camp. So we only allowed to drink Kava.
No alcohol
And
in the cover.
yeah, no alcohol, only Kava. And oh, bloody hell. Kava, it gets dangerous once it gets to the early hours of the morning.
You would have done it before that, eh?
I've only done it once before that at Frank's house.
Me too. I was gonna say I've
Me,
done it once too at Frank's house.
me, Frank, and Ben.
I was me, Frank, Harrison, Nick, and Isaac. I think Isaac
Yeah,
was
the
there.
best boys.
It's all right. It's hectic. It makes your
Nah,
mouth numb.
makes your mouth numb, but once you get into 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in
Yeah,
the morning, and like,
you know it and stuff like that.
and then you've crossed your legs for hours, and then you're
Go
drinking
numb.
cover, and every mix gets stronger and stronger, and you can't even feel your legs when you get up.
He was the best drinker in the team.
Um, Benny, I can't pronounce his last name, Nakambuwa or something.
From
Call him
Fiji.
Benny Nakit. No, he's played at like Melbourne, but he's in the Super League at the moment.
Yeah.
Um, we call him Benny Naked because
Last name's too
we're
hard.
devotion, we're devotion at 7 in the morning, where we have like the pastor comes and everyone gets in a circle and says prayer and stuff. So we were drinking cover the night before, and he kept drinking cover by himself until devotion.
Oofed.
And his face is like,
Oofed. What a
it's the
wash.
funniest thing. Yeah, he's a beast.
Being around like your own culture only is something different, eh? It's a good change.
Yeah, I wish like they could bring a Fijian team into the NRL, because I'll put
It'll be
my
a
hand
fun
up first
team.
to go play for them. Yeah,
Even like
it's
you
like
know how many cup in that you see the Fijian teams, like they always look like
yeah,
they're having fun.
it's because they're all just like they're all funny in their own different ways, and once you hang around so many different personalities or like people joking and mucking around, it's sort of hard to explain. But I wish like everyone could
When you're there,
experience.
you'll see.
Yeah,
It's like they're just there
I
for
feel,
fun, eh? And
I
they're
feel like
fucking gun at footy.
yeah, they should bring someone like to come into camp and just to see how it is. Cause
Make some vlogs and shit, eh? Maybe you
yeah,
can hook it up in your next World Cup.
maybe bring you in, eh?
I'll bring the camera.
Yeah.
Gotta start vlogging first. Yeah, so apart from that, that was a pretty big, I guess, platform for you to show what you can do. I've seen what you can do, growing up with you. I used to think you're a wizard as a halfback, but that was a good platform to. You hadn't 2019. Had you debuted by then for Bulldogs?
No, I played that Fiji game against Lebanon in the mid-test. I think it was June, and then I think because I went so well during that game,
Got a try.
I made my scored a try or whatever, and then I made my debut the next week for Bulldogs in NRL.
That's mad.
But I still wasn't supposed to debut then. It's a weird story.
What is it?
I was playing reserve grade.
That Mounties?
No, it was still Bulldogs at the time.
Oh yeah.
Still Bulldogs reserve grade. Sorry. And we were playing before the first grade team at ANZ, and I was in the car with my dad and my little brother, little sister. I was sort of like half asleep because it was.
You were about to play?
Midday. Yeah, I was on the way to the game for my reserve grade game.
The old pre-game naps.
I'm half asleep in the car, which my dad hates. He hates when I'm sleeps in the car.
He thinks you're not taking it seriously, eh?
Yeah, and like you give me a hit on the head or something, or like he'll just be angry if I sleep in the car.
Yeah.
He thinks like, why we wake so late? Why are you tired?
Yeah.
Or something.
Things are partying.
Yeah. Anyways, my reserve grade coach Brad Henderson called me. I was like tripping out. Why is he calling me like a couple of hours before the game? I answer. And he goes, yeah, hey, how you going, whatever. He goes, oh, you're going to be making your NRL debut today.
Seriously?
I was like, oh, yeah. And like, I was still half asleep. I was like, oh, yeah, like, this is mad. Like,
probably because it's like a big shock. Like, you don't know how to react, eh?
Yeah, I didn't know how to react. And then he said, oh, the coach, Dean Payne, will give you a call soon. So as soon as I got the phone to him, Dean Payne rang and said, one of the boys had to pull out, so you have to play today.
Who pulled out?
And then Reece Martin.
Was he a halfback or was he on the bench?
No, he's a off the bench like a second rower at the time.
Yeah,
second row, playing in the middle, I think. But because he signed for Super League, and I think that was the June 30 deadline was.
Oh yeah.
Like something to do the June 30 deadline where he couldn't play that game because if he signed with the other team, so he pulled out late, and I must have been on the extended bench. So they pulled me in to come off the bench as a hooker. I never played hooker. Shooting myself. I hardly even like
in the middle.
Yeah, so I rock up to the game 4 hours before the game. My reserve grade team don't know I'm playing. Like first grade, I rock up, say, oh, you're not playing. They're congratulating me, whatever.
Yeah.
I go into the NRL dressing room and dead silent. No one says a word.
Why?
And I'm not used to it because I don't know. It's just
like there's in this game, like they're in the zone and whatnot.
Game, yeah. People got their headphones on, looking at the tip sheets.
Have you been around them much at that stage? Are you training with them and stuff?
Yeah, training with them, but not really. You know what I mean? I'm sort of just still the reserve grade team, and we're still doing like different plays. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To the first grade team. Anyways, I go to everyone's dead silent. All the first graders are dead silent. No one's saying a word to each other. Everyone's just walking around serious.
Going about their business.
I'm used to, in reserve grade, like we're all just mucking around, you know, like people telling jokes, having a laugh, music on. So it's a bit different to me to experience that. So that started making me nervous.
Yeah.
But even then, the first grade players didn't know I was playing.
Did you come off the bench?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because once like the change rooms are separate, and like if you're not playing, like you don't enter the dressing rooms. It's just like that's what you're doing. Like some of the boys saying, "Oh, what are you doing here?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, I'm playing today."
Wrong shed, cuz.
I'm getting nervous watching the boys walk around, not saying anything to each other. But I just had a feeling for some reason that I wasn't like something was going to happen and I was going to come on in the house, and that happened. So
Oh, seriously.
probably just after the midway through the first half, Kieran Foran makes a break and does his hammy, and I think that's when Dallin scored his first try for Bulldogs, and then I think he tries to get through the game, goes through one more set, and then they pull him off.
Yeah.
And I've like it's just the experience of running to ANZ because it's such a massive stadium. Like I'm just used to playing at like sort of local grounds and.
Oh, you didn't play at ANZ?
For my debut, we did.
Like for your reserve grade?
Oh, I probably would have played there only once before that.
But different crowd as well, eh?
Yeah,
Like
very
different
crowd. And I was nervous as soon as we went onto the field. I was going up against Sean Johnson as well.
Seriously.
And then I could hear their trainers, get at Wakeham, get at Wakeham, get at Wakeham the whole game. And I'm shitting myself.
Did you go all right? I can't remember the game. I don't think I watched it.
Yeah, it went all right. I think the first, I think I let in a try, but the first couple sets.
Yeah.
I think I let in a try. I think it was my fault.
Who's your house partner?
Jack Cogger.
Oh, yeah.
It was Jack Cogger. So I think we ended up winning that game just.
That's mad.
Yeah, it's a pretty good experience, but it flew like that. Like
everyone gets to come out and stuff. Like Madeline gets to come out.
Yeah, Madeline. So like the heaps of my mates that are message and stuff. Like it was all last minute. So there's like I wish I could have had so many more people, but there's still like a few of the boys that came out to support, which is good.
I remember watching a video with like would they give you the jersey in the shed and your dad's in there? Was that game or was that a different one?
Yeah, no, that's the game. So yeah, they present me the debut jersey and I didn't realize like once you get your debut jersey, you're supposed to like everyone says like how much this means to them and like a full on speech and
you're not one for
speeches.
Like,
nah, and then like they give me the jersey, I hug my brothers and sisters, my dad, and then I say, I think I said, oh, thank you, and then that's it.
Yeah, it would have been hard if you just found out on the day as well. Like you don't have time to prepare. You're thinking, fuck, I'm gonna debut. This is crazy. Like, you're thinking about the game. What are you gonna do?
And then that same year, I seen like from other teams, boys debuting, and they're giving this like couple of minutes speech, and like I'm just thinking, you idiot. You could at least act more excited or something.
Got a little special moment. That's what you're like, but you tend to downplay your achievements. You do the humble ones.
Yeah.
What was it like doing the dream? Not too many people get to the goal of debuting and doing it at Dogs where you grew up supporting, and Harold Matts, SG Ball, 20s at the Dogs. Yeah. Pretty rare.
It was probably the best feeling, like especially seeing like the smile on your parents, like after everything they do for you, dropping you off, taking you to games, buying new boots and all that stuff. Like probably didn't hit me of how good it was until like the siren went and we won the game.
Yeah.
And then I just remember like looking to the crowd, which wasn't even like that big at the time, but like I just thinking like this is the best thing ever. I just want to do this for the rest of my life.
That's what you're waiting for.
Biggest smile on my face. Some of the boys lift me up.
Yeah.
I felt like I was on top of the world.
That's cracker.
But then like the whole day just goes so quick.
Yeah. It would. That's cracker. And especially when you find out on the day.
Anyways. Yeah. Sean Johnson, like I thought every time we touched the ball they were gonna score.
I thought he was gonna do some cracker step and goosey.
Yeah. I could just see his highlights on YouTube just play out in front of me. I thought I was going to put on a highlight reel or something.
Was there anyone that you're in the sheds and everyone was silent? Anyone take you in? Like take you under their wing or give you cracker advice? Settle you down?
There probably was a couple that sort of just think, but Not that I
Can't
can.
remember. That's too
Yeah,
fast.
can't remember.
I was being crazy
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
I could
it
imagine.
was.
I remember something similar, much smaller scale. Buckley Shield. I'm only in the side because Ali Alush and Gus Alush is there. I'm year 7. Went to Illawarra, playing at Illawarra against the sports school. And Isaac is in the 14's Buckley Shield. Little chubby Isaac back in the day, Isaac Lim. I think he did his knee. He might have done his ACL or something in the warm-up. And Wilson told me I was playing. Bro, I felt like the man. I was in year 7. I was a little fat kid. I felt
How
like
good was Buckley Shield?
bro.
When you say I got a Buckley Shield game today, you feel
and that was the team that beat you. So like that was a good team. Bilal, Frank, cracker team. And I traveled with them to Illawarra. I was normally like ball boy. I was the ball boy for Westfields game. So I was never gonna play. And then I don't know why Wilson's like, oh, you're gonna play. I was doing the one. I was like, fuck, like this is hectic. Can't believe Isaac. I felt, huh?
Everything you dreamed of.
There's only Buckley Shield for Bass High, school footy and all that. But that would have been hectic if you found out on the day. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think it was better that I found out on the day as well. So, like, if I found out during the week, I would have been
psyching yourself
probably
out,
getting so nervous and thinking about it. But at the same time, then I could have got like everyone that supported me throughout my sort of like whole life junior to come to the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which would have been a good experience as well. But
did you keep playing the year?
Still, yeah. So I played 2 more games. I played against Newcastle. We won that game, and then we got smashed against Broncos up in Brisbane, which was my last game for that year.
How much harder do you reckon the competition? Obviously, it's elite of the late NRL, but there's a big jump going from like reserve grade to NRL.
Yeah, massive. It's a lot of mental as well. Every play you got to be on your toes, like because the ball can get to you in a split second. So if you think like you can be lazy or sort
it
of
goes so fast,
not push up, it goes so fast, and everyone's like the best in their area or whatever, you know what I mean, in their wherever they play footy. So many good players, and like you see something, but then like it just closes up. Like you see a gap, it will close up before you can even get the ball.
Yeah.
It's just different. But it was like the game was happening, like everything just happened so quick. Like I couldn't sort of get used to the speed.
Yeah.
Only until probably this year where it started slowing down a bit for me, where I could felt like I could make better decisions and stuff. The game started slowing down. So
that would come with more experience as well.
Yeah, more experience. The first 2 years, it was just happening so quick. It was pretty hard.
I remember even Ali telling me going from 20s to, I mean, you might have played a couple of games of cup. The blokes are just so more dense and stronger because everyone's like, they're men.
Yeah,
everyone like.
I reckon for me, 20s was faster than cup, but cup is more physical. Yeah. Because in 20s you don't really get much of that wrestle and stuff. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
But once you go up to the next level, everyone's better at wrestling. The tackles are slower.
And then first grade would be freaking faster and stronger.
Yeah, no, first grade's another level on both sides.
Is there anyone that you've come up against pinch yourself apart from Sean Johnson?
Sean Johnson. I hate versing Tavita Pangai because he ran over me. That first year, he ran over me like 3 times. Absolutely smoked me.
He's a Mongol, bro. He played with Ali for. I met him at CHS.
Yeah,
like he's big. Even Adam. I remember meeting him because I'm 14, 15. I went to Cairns and he was there. He came and sat in the car, bro. That's him at 18 years old.
I haven't versed Melbourne. I'd like to verse Melbourne just to see how
you haven't played against him.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I haven't versed Melbourne.
Oh, seriously.
But another player is probably Tommy Turbo.
Yeah.
when we versed him this year. It's just like watching the games, you sort of think, how doesn't these people tackle him? And then once you come up against him, it's just crazy.
It's like back, like I don't know. It's kind of like, I think of it like NRL Live on PlayStation. Like you just crack a player, put it on rookie mode, and just fending off cunts.
Yeah,
So that's what it looks like.
that's how it felt. And it doesn't look like during the game, doesn't like he's not like aggressive or anything about it. Like he wants to smash it. It just does it sort of
Just
so
playing footy.
calm. So calm, but it's so good.
And he's just playing footy. Doesn't get involved in any of the other shit.
Cherry Evans was good as well this year when we versed him.
Yeah.
His deception's mad. Watching it.
What's it like seeing all the boys come through? Crazy for me. I didn't play NRL, but seeing you make it, growing up with you, seeing Jake playing Jake at Sporties, even Kane, Tommy Talau, Bronson, Isaac. Like it's crazy to see all the boys make it. What's it like seeing them make it and playing against them?
No, it's mad. Watching them, like sort of the boys that you sort of grow up playing footy against, or you see them in lower grades or a year above, sort of like that same group come up together, and there's heaps of us as well. So, and there's a lot from the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs come as well, but they've gone on to different teams. But
quite a talented like age group and area. So Stefano as well. I remember I versed Stefano once in Para as well. He's from Para. I versed him from a year 6 Sydney Southwest. I was in Tommy's team, me, Curtis, and William. Bro, he was the same size in year 6.
That's crazy, eh?
He won't remember too. I was a bit of a niggler. I think I came in third man in, and I like tapped his head or something, and he's like, "Watch, I'm gonna." I swear to God, wallah. He's like, "I'm gonna run at you across the line because I dropped my nuts." I swear to God.
Because the bloke's a giant.
It was massive.
He's huge.
This was under 11s.
Have you seen him now in real life?
I haven't seen him in person since like year 10.
His arms are like that.
He's massive.
But
he's ripped too. I follow him on Insta. He's ripped too.
No, it is good. There's heaps of good juniors from Bulldogs, eh? Bronson was from Bulldogs. Isaac.
Tommy. Jake. And there's also heaps that I probably should have made it, but
Kane Bradley.
Didn't follow here. Kane's from Bulldogs. That's crazy. I don't know why that area is so talented. But
I don't know why they let them go.
They do, eh? A lot of good juniors. Imagine just making up a team of Bulldogs juniors.
Even some of the boys that weren't juniors that in the Bulldog system and
didn't even make it. Like Isaac didn't even make Bulldogs ever, I think.
No.
He moved on.
Kane, he was in like development squads and that.
But he couldn't crack the top A. Even Kane, I think, might have played Harry Mats, and then he moved on to Tigers. William Key is in the ranks of Tigers. But I forgot to ask you a question about footy before we move off it. What's the mindset going into 2K22? It's obviously new Dogs team and recruitment, but contract year as well.
Try to get fitter and stronger again. Like every off season, every pre-season, try to put on a few more kilos so I can handle those big boys a bit better. And I'm trying to focus massively on my kicking game, especially my long kicking game.
Yeah,
trying to find grass. So if I can sort of nail the long kicking game stuff, or
as in like
all parts of kicking game.
Like try and get a bigger kick or work on like bigger and accuracy.
Yeah, bigger kick and probably accuracy, and especially like IDing the times where I can kick early where there's only the fullback left. So if I can work on that and really go harder, I reckon it's gonna help my game.
Yeah, I like it. But yeah, moving off of footy, what do you like to do off of the field? Footy's been your life for like the best part of 20 years now.
Yeah, be my life forever. But like over the last couple of years, I like fishing. I like jet skiing, boating. I don't have any jet ski or boat, but been lucky enough friends have let me borrow theirs. So
Shout out
anytime I can get
Mark
up,
and Harrow.
Mark and Harriet. Anytime I can get out on the water, anything boating, fishing, whatever it is, and then just lately been during COVID, we bought mountain bikes, so just going on little adventures, nothing else to do, so get out and ride bike for a few hours.
Childhood memories.
Yeah, it's been actually pretty fun though. Acting like a kid again, so it's
see how long it lasts, but because we're like that. Last year we started fishing. You went a bit harder than me. You had nice rods and
you only lasted 2 weeks.
I'm like that with things. I don't know why. I do like 4.
It's hard with COVID, but every 2 months we go back into a lockdown.
True.
And then I'm not going to go fishing down at Georges River at Reesby Beach because.
True. We had a good stretch, but we're going like a couple nights a week last year. Didn't catch much. Didn't catch anything really, but
tough times as well. During the cold, what at that time when it was full raining.
And then we went the one at the harbour too. We caught nothing.
Yeah.
But tough times don't last. Tough people do, eh? You got to go through that to catch the kingies and that.
Packing the biggest picnic for no reason.
I think that's the whole point is just going out and hanging out, getting away from them.
But it is good getting out of the house and just. I love the water, so
unwinding
to do the water. You
started your fishing page, and I like to hassle you for content. So
if any hold on.
Yeah, all good.
Is that me?
Yeah, that's fixed now.
Yeah.
Or you can keep pushing with the fishing page or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to, but
once out of COVID.
Once we're out of COVID, I sold my ute, so I need to get another ute. I need to buy some more fishing stuff. I need to service my reels and my rods.
For anyone doesn't know, it's at My Adventure on Instagram. I'll put it in.
Yeah.
Not just fishing, sorry, it's adventure. So you got like jet ski, mountain biking, we'll make some videos and shit, put it on there. Because you love that stuff so much, you reckon, in the perfect world, say you play another 10 years or so footy, if you want, you reckon you'll move into that like sort of space after footy? Or have you thought about what you're going to do after footy?
Oh,
we haven't really had this chat.
After footy, I feel like
if you're not a Bitcoin billionaire.
Yeah, if that hopefully that takes off soon. After footy, I'd like to think like if I sort of plan out my career the way I want to, like have a sort of a long period in the game, earning the right money, and I can sort of set myself up with like investing and stuff. I like to get into like real estate investing while I'm playing footy and dive into it more after I'm playing footy. But yeah, I'd like to get into some sort of fishing scene. I have to get a boat. I have to learn a bit more. Yeah, fishing channel, maybe fishing YouTube channel, but I still have to learn a lot more about the water, about boats and stuff before I even
how hard is it, like say like want to hopefully set yourself up investing in real estate and whatnot, coming from the areas that we came from, schools that we came from, it's only really become a tradie, get a job forever, go to uni, which is what I thought was the right thing to do, get a job, stay safe, have a safe career or make footy, and then probably even have a career in footy after footy is what most people do. But how hard is it to try and go against the grain and learn all that shit? Because we've got to do that kind of by ourselves. So we're only taught how to invest, how to buy a house and shit.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really difficult. Like my parents, like they've never had the opportunity of sort of like buying a house or investing in other things.
Crypto.
They've just sort of,
Crypto wasn't around back then.
and like they never got taught how to, so I can't sort of blame them for not teaching me, because they didn't know themselves. You know, they don't even know how to like save money. They'll just say, "Oh, save your money," but they don't.
Not
really
even that. But even in school as well, like they didn't teach you that shit in school.
100%. But yeah, it is pretty hard trying to do it at a young age as well. It's stressful. Like trying to set myself up for life after football when sort of my career is just starting. So trying to balance all those things. It does play on your mind a lot, which I don't need.
You'll thank yourself in 10 years, eh?
Yeah.
I guess that's why surrounding yourself with like cracker people like myself helps.
100%.
Would you ever get paid in crypto? Have a contract in
yeah,
Bitcoin?
I was just thinking about that like today. Just thinking about like if I sign a new contract, I'll ask my manager to maybe get a percentage, 10 or 15% paid in some sort of crypto.
Has anyone like asked or
no one's done it over here, not that I've heard, but I know like there's Americans, they're hard out into it, so I think some of them are getting paid a percentage into like Bitcoin or whatever it is. But I'll definitely ask the question. I don't know how serious they'll take me, because all these old folks, they seem to think Bitcoin and all that is just they don't
I saw
believe
Isaac John speaking about it. He said Cheese is like dabbling in that too, because he's got a new contract coming up. So I think it's something that might.
I think he's heavy into it. So him and Fortify have Instagram live coming up soon, so it'll be good to look at that. Karen Holland, who's ex-Doggies player, he's helped me out a lot with
he's heaps into it, eh?
He's heavily into it, but he just helped me out a lot with like a lot of stuff off the field with investing and giving me contacts to talk to and pushing me in the right direction. And every time I need a question answered, and I always hit him up about anything financial, and he
big cracker to have people like that, because like coming from the environment you did, going into NRL on a lot more different money than people around you, there's not really that many people that would have those answers in like close circles and that.
Yeah, so that's why I just try to use the resources that I can while I'm in footy, because once you're out of footy, no one's gonna, let's be honest, no one gives a shit about you after you're done playing. So try to use up everything that you can, take as much knowledge as you can from all the people around you. So don't be dumb about it, I guess.
I have on my notes here talk about not being able to beat me in sports. Well, like a bit of I like to call myself a jack of all trades, master of none. There's only, I'd say off the top of my head, 3 sports in the world that you can beat me at. Obviously, rugby league #1 is professional golf.
This guy's tripping. You are tripping.
I'm rubbish at golf.
3 sports.
And I'll say,
I'm getting off. If you think there's only 3 spots, I'm getting off.
Table tennis. You beat me at table tennis. I'm rubbish at table tennis. You have a table, I don't. So it doesn't really count. But tennis, I'd say I take the reins. Basketball, I'll beat you in tennis. Don't take that. I'll beat you in tennis.
I'm all for jokes, but when you start acting like this, it's different.
I got a match coming up too against Thing. Me and Justin Horrow against.
But if you can't get through me, how are you going to get through him?
He'll practice. Me and Justin Horrow against Jordan. I'm good at tennis.
All right, what can you beat me at?
Basketball. Don't trip with basketball. Come on. You might have won that one day, but who's a better basketball player?
I beat you 3 times. You've only played 3 times. I beat you 3 times. No. Did I not?
I broke your ankles.
So Wallahi Nazim.
Wallahi Nazim. Remember, I broke your ankles. You had to sit down because you're in the middle of the season. It was a grand final day. Remember? We won the grand final at Liverpool. You came and watched. We had grand final
Oh
at
yeah,
Williams Centre. And
yeah,
we played a
yeah.
little one-on-one before, after.
What little? We're just doing shoot arounds, Chipper.
And you have to stop because your ankles, you don't want to break your ankles. Well, for people that don't know, what do you follow in America?
I sort of like just following people rather than teams.
On and off the court stuff too.
Yeah, I like Floyd Mayweather. I like following him.
You like your boxing,
What he's
eh?
done.
Remember that one night we finished party at Harrison's on the couch, about to go to sleep because you're watching some boxing videos. Who are you showing me? Well,
Javante Davis.
It was Javante Davis, early stages too.
That was like 5 years ago.
Yeah. I'll give you
See,
credit
you
there.
remember?
I'll give you credit.
Remember.
I remember because we were freaking just finished a party on the couch lying down and you're watching this boxing highlights. We're thinking, look at this guy, it's fucking fast. Everything was 2 times faster at that time, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
That was before his champ too.
See? I told you, stick with me, you go places.
You knew your things there. All right. That's it, bro. Got a couple questions. New thing that you helped me came up with, 7 tackle set, 7 questions set. I've got the questions, but I also got predictions for your answers, which I've written down. If you don't believe me, I can show you, and then I'll
Are you doing the prediction after my answer or before?
I'll give you the prediction after. I've written down, so I'm not cheating. Let me get the questions up. I forgot to show the questions. I'm gonna get the answers. All right, ready? 7 questions. Answer top of your head. Who's your favorite athlete?
Floyd Mayweather.
What's your game day song or your hype song?
I don't listen to music before games.
I didn't know that. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
If I could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Don't worry about football
Australia.
and stuff.
I haven't been to Fiji, but I'd like to say I'd like to live there just for the fishing and just being on the water every day and not having to earn $1,000 a week just to try to get by in Sydney.
Live off the land, eh?
Yeah.
You capable?
I'm definitely capable. I don't know about you, but
You reckon? Have you started a fire before? I don't know, that camping trip we went on was pretty... You did have a lot of gear. There's not that much gear in Fiji because you gotta live off the land.
I don't need that, cuz.
If you could only eat one food or like type of cuisine forever, what would it be?
Chinese.
A bit of
They got everything
Mongolian
there.
chicken, eh? Mongolian chicken from Leeds, just the hill.
Something gets a bit of
Golden
Pippi's
Star.
XO sauce.
Some pepper squid, fresh chili and soy sauce. What's your biggest fear?
Heights.
Where do you see yourself in 6 years?
6 years. I hope to see myself still in NRL and investing in property.
Nice. You could choose anything to do for a day, what would you do?
Either hang out with Floyd Mayweather for a whole day or Steve will do it. Yeah.
He's
Two
a
different
man.
people, but kings.
2 different
Kings in
people.
their
One
own
likes
right.
to freaking drink for breakfast and one likes to go for a run for breakfast.
That's the way.
Steve will do it.
I don't know which one. Yeah.
My predictions were Steph Curry, favorite athlete. I didn't even think of Floyd. I didn't know you didn't listen to music.
What do you have for the song?
Something Drake or
Dreams and
Pop Smoke.
Nightmares?
No, Drake or Pop Smoke. I thought it was 2016 Basketball Broncos days. That was a heavy Drake. That's when I was looking like Drizzy too.
That's when you thought you were Drake's son.
I was in the tourist Drake cuz had the haircut and everything. Where you would live, I was thinking Fiji too, because like, you know, your dad wants to go there and all that, and I thought fishing as well, but I thought Miami, bit of a mix, bit of party and on the water.
Like I do like to party here and there, but deep down, like I rather live like
Off the
be
land and
away
stuff.
from the city.
True. For food, I said Lebo or Chinese. I had Chinese had to
Right.
be in there. For fear, I thought you would say you have none because you're a hard cunt. In 6 years, I said
That
catching,
too. That too. That too.
catching tuna. I thought 6 years. I knew it'd be something footy, but try to get something different. And number 7, I thought you might say fishing. Any
What was the last
excuse?
question?
If there's anything you could do for a day, any excuse to be on the water, you.
Wasn't the last question the Mayweather one?
Yeah, you said.
Mayweather or
What would you
Stephen
do if you could do anything for a day? What would you do? You say,
Oh,
hang out
yeah,
with
yeah.
Floyd Mayweather. I don't know if you could keep up if you went for a training session with Mayweather. You can't even beat me on the
I
sparring.
don't. Because wake up to yourself. I don't want to go train. I just want to go pick his brain about business or like investing and stuff.
Oh yeah, I like it.
You know what I mean?
Little mentor sesh.
Yeah, it's sort of like a mental day session.
He's not rich for nothing. Knows what he's doing. He's got people around him that knows what he's doing. Knows what to do.
He's the smartest one out of them all.
Anyways, guys, that's a wrap. I don't know how long we've been going for. Doesn't say. But
Session 1.
thanks for jumping on episode 1. Notorious Experience T&E. Looking to get more sports people, business people, people for the culture and music and all that sort of stuff. So we'll see where we go and we'll get you on the episode 100 anniversary. It's only right we started with you. But yeah, we'll see. I'll probably see you soon after lockdown.
Yeah,
Probably wake up to your FaceTime call tomorrow. We'll go from there.
Daily chat.
Thanks, bro.
Yes, thanks, bro.